Hello, my dear student. Today we are going to deal with chapter 8 in our story Phantom of the Opera. In chapter 7, we said that when Christine was singing to the angels in heaven, in the final act of the performance of the play, she calls the angels of heaven and she wants their help. She asks for their assist. So she disappeared in front of the audience. No one can find her. And Raoul went her dressing room. He searched for her, but he didn't find her. And he met the Persian there. First he met the commissioner, the police commissioner, and the police commissioner went to the new managers and he asked them about her, and he told them that she disappeared in front of the audience in the middle of the performance, and they were surprised. Raoul told him about the angel of the opera, and he is the same the ghost of the opera and the angel of the opera, so the angel of music. So they didn't know about the angel of music, and the police commissioner told Raoul not to talk about angels and ghosts, and Raoul became very angry. He left the room, the office, and he went downstairs to find Christine. So he met the Persian. Let's see what happened when Raoul met the Persian, and he asked him where Raoul going and in such a hurry. Let's see what happened in this chapter.
Chapter 8. "I hope, Monsieur Chagny, that you have not told anyone about Eric," said the Persian.
"I am not going to protect that monster. He is evil, and he must be stopped,"
Raoul cried. "Well, I advise you to keep everything you know about Eric to yourself," the Persian warned.
"I don't have time to talk to you about this,"
said Raoul as he pushed past the Persian. "Where are you going, Monsieur Chagny?" the Persian asked.
"To rescue Christine, of course,"
Raoul replied.
So here the Persian asked Raoul, where were you going? He told him that he want to rescue Christine. And the Persian asked him he warned him not to tell anybody about Eric, the ghost or the angel of the opera, the angel of music or the ghost of the opera. Don't tell anybody about him. But Raoul told him that he will go and rescue Christine. He doesn't care about what he is saying.
When they were Chapter 8, Raoul replied, "Then you'll need my help, because I know where Eric is keeping her," said the Persian.
"Where? Where is she? Tell me!"
Raoul demanded. "He has taken Christine to his house, on the lake beneath the opera house," said the Persian.
"So you know about the house?"
asked Raoul. The Persian nodded.
"I beg you, tell me where it is,"
said Raoul. "I will take you there, but first we must go to Miss Dayer's dressing room," said the Persian. The two men walked briskly to Christine's dressing room. Once inside, the Persian stood in front of the mirror and traced the wall with his fingertips. Then he pressed something underneath the wallpaper. "We'll be on our way in a minute," said the Persian.
"You mean we're going through the mirror like Christine did?"
Raoul asked in astonishment.
Ah, so you knew Christine went out through the mirror?
asked the Persian.
Yes, but I thought I had imagined it all, or that it was one of the ghost's tricks,
replied Raoul.
It's not a trick. The mirror is designed to turn on a pivot. Simply press the button and the mirror will open gradually,
said the Persian.
Of course, it opens from the other side too.
5 minutes later, the mirror swung open, revealing a dark passageway.
Let's go,
said the Persian. The mirror closed behind them. The Persian lit a small lantern, then got down on his hands and knees and opened a trapdoor. Raoul could clearly see the cellars of the opera beneath them.
Follow me,
said the Persian as he climbed down into the cellar. There were 5 cellars built one on top of the other beneath the opera house, and each one consisted of a series of tunnels and staircases.
Are we far from the lake?
asked Raoul as he followed the Persian through the labyrinth.
How long will it take us to get there? Is it further still?
Silence,
whispered the Persian.
Do you want him to hear us? We're nearly there, but we will not cross the lake to get to his house. We will enter his house from the 3rd cellar. It is safer that way.
So Raoul told the Persian that he want to risk Christine. So the Persian told him that you need my help because I know where is Eric keeping her. He know his house. So Raoul asked him, Where is his house? Is it beneath or under the opera house? So we know about the house, asked Raoul. The Persian nodded. He knew that he knew about the house and where is Eric took Kirsty. So the Persian told Eric that he will take him to Eric's house, but first he will go to Christine's dressing room. The 2 men walked there and they went in front of the mirror. The Persian traced the wall and with his finger tips. Then he pressed something underneath the wallpaper. Then the mirror opened, and there was a passageway. So Raoul asked the Persian that Christine before went through the mirror, and he thought that it was a trick from the ghost, but the Persian told him that this is his way to his home or house, okay, to Eric's house. This is a passage where he lives in the cellar. So he told him that it's not a trick. So the mirror opened and they found a passageway. So they went to the Persian lit a small lantern. Then they went downstairs. They went beneath the opera house because there was cellars, okay, and the Persian asked Raoul to follow him. So he told him that there were 5 cellars, okay, built one on the top of the other beneath the opera house, and each one consists of a series of tunnels and staircases. So Raoul asked, are we far from the lake? And the Persian told him to follow him. So now the Persian asked Raoul to keep silent because he didn't want Eric to hear them. So they will enter now his house from the third cellar because it's safer in that way.
When they reached the third cellar, the Persian walked over to a wooden wardrobe and pushed it to one side. There was a hole in the wall.
I am going to climb through the hole. There is a short ledge on the other side. I am going to hold on to the ledge and drop down into his house. Do the same. Don't be afraid. If you fall, I will catch you,
said the Persian as he wriggled through the hole. Raoul did as he was told, and soon the two men found themselves in a small, dark room. The Persian walked around the room, examining it by the dim light of his lantern.
That wall's a mirror,
said Raoul. The Persian gasped.
This is terrible,
he exclaimed.
We are in the torture chamber.
So here when they reached the third cellar, the Persian walked over and over to a wooden wardrobe, and he pushed it and to one side, and he found a hole in the wall. He went into the hole, and he asked Raoul to follow him and don't be afraid. If he falls, he will catch him. So when they entered the room, they find that it was a mirror. The wall was a mirror. So the Persian realized that this is the torture chamber, a room that the ghost or Eric torture people there. Let's see what are the questions for this chapter. Comment. We have comment number 1. You mean we are going through the mirror like Christine did? Who said these words to whom? Raoul, yes. These words were said by Raoul to the Persian when Christine had been kidnapped by Eric. The Persian wanted to help Raoul to rescue her, so they were going to Eric's house through the mirror in her dressing room. Answer the following questions. The Persian knows where Eric is keeping Christine. Illustrate. Give examples. How the Persian knows where Eric is keeping Christine. After the chandelier's incident, when the chandelier fell on the audience, the Persian followed Eric to his house through the trapdoor to the cellar, and he could know where Eric lived. He followed him, then he knew his house, where is his house, and he followed him. This is for our chapter 4 today. See you with chapter 9 and 10. Goodbye.